Welcome back to Star Trek Frontiers. Alright, we're doing the solo Conquest with the IKS NEGH'VAR, Klingon ship, and yeah, so I think, well, I don't know, we've got lots we need to do. We have Martok, our captain. We have leveled up last time. We need to level up some more. Got a bit of a problem here. We got 2K class planets kind of in our way. It takes 3 movement to move through a planet. You cannot end your movement there. 3 to get into a nebula. I kind of want to get next to this Romulan starbase, but that's going to be 6 movement. I don't know how we're going to do it. Now, we're adjacent to a Class M planet, so for 6 diplomacy, we can go ahead and get this card, Change of Strategy, which I kind of like. And we can't recruit any of our crew members because we don't have any star bases on here. Hence, we got to do some more exploring. All right, let's take a look at our hand. And figure out what we want to do. This is draw a card. I wonder if we should just draw a card. This one doesn't really do us much good. So you know what? I think to start off, we're just going to go ahead and play this card. We're not going to power it up. It just says repair 1 or draw 1 card. We'll just draw 1 card. The 1 card we draw is Intimidate Diplomacy. Cool. All right. Because hang on, we have our experience card. If we power this up, we get Diplomacy 4. For the rest of this turn, except during combat, you may pay Diplomacy to draw cards at a cost of 2 Diplomacy for each card draw. I don't really care about that. We have a move 2, which is not going to do us much good. I don't think. I mean, we could probably try to get next to the Dominion starbase. Okay, let's go ahead and recruit that, or train. We're going to be doing some training at the Class M planet. So we're going to power up this for Diplomacy 4. So we're going to take the red out of the data pool. So we got the 1 to use, and then we will also use this one, which is Diplomacy 2. So now we have Diplomacy 6, and with Diplomacy 6, we can do training right here at the Class M planet. So we're going to grab Change of Strategy. This is going to be a pretty good card. That goes on top of our deck. And that's basically our turn, because you cannot move after you perform an interaction. So we interacted with a Class M planet, and now it's time to go over to the dummy player. All right, before we go to the dummy player, let's re-roll this die for the data pool and see what we get. And we get a purple. Okay, well, now we have a gold, a blue, and a purple in our data pool. All right, dummy deck. And yes, the dummy deck's just a timer, so we're going to be doing 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to be looking at the data crystals. This is blue. We have 1 blue, so we do 1 more card. All right, we still have quite a bit of time. We've got 2 cards left in the dummy deck, so we basically have 3 turns is what that's actually going to equate to. So, oh, I forgot to drop my hand for next time as well. So we've had 3 cards. All right, let's go ahead and drop our hand right now. Yes, re-rolled the die, didn't drop our hand. So we have a hand limit of 5, of course, so we get to draw 2 more cards. 1 Change of Strategy, which we just got, and the next one is Battle Stations. We really need to move, and we do not have a lot of move. We have move 2, but if you power it, it's long range attack 3. I wonder, maybe we should try to get to the starbase. That would be a movement of 5. Oh man, 2 and then 3 cards sideways. Oof. Oh man, attack or shields. We kind of want the attack or shields to take on that. What else? Attack or shields. Gain a red gold data token. Ah, this is just brutal, and you can't stop. You can't stop on a planet. I kind of want to end up here though. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to go move 2. We need to go 3, 4, 5. We need 5 movement, and that's really pretty much all we can do, isn't it? I think we're going to keep, what do we got? Shields 5, attacker shields 2. We're going to keep power to the shields, and sadly we're going to use 1, 2, 3 cards sideways to give us a total movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we have ended our turn on here. We don't have 2 more movement. We end our turn on a, let's see, what was that? Go through these cards. It'll be the last one, of course. Outpost. We don't have an outpost. That's sad. There we go. Dry dock. Maintenance. If you end your turn on a dry dock, you can remove 1 damage card from your hand or discard pile. We don't have any. This is not the same as repair action. And the effect cannot be combined with repair effects. Okay, the nice thing is data transfer. If you start your turn on a dry dock, you gain 1 white data token. So for next turn, we are going to get 1 white data token. So I'm going to just go ahead and grab a white die out of the rest of the die we have left over. We're going to be able to use that our next turn. So we're just basically discarding all our cards, and we will be... we didn't use a data die from the pool this time, but we get this one because we're starting our next turn here. But we do have to go over to the dummy deck first. But let's drop our 5 cards. I don't think we only have 3 cards left in our deck, so we're just going to have all of these cards for next time. Do we have any movement? Wow, we have no movement. We might need to do 2 cards sideways just to move. Alright, that's our hand for next time. Now we go over to the dummy deck. Dummy deck time. There's only a couple cards here. 1, 2, and that's it. So, next time when we come back, our dummy player will declare end of turn, which means we'll get 1 more turn. So we do get 1 more turn, then they're going to declare end of turn, and we get another turn. So basically we get 2 more turns, but we only have 4 cards in our hand. Let's see if we can do anything. Okay, the sad thing is, we have improvised, discard any other card from your hand, gain 3 movement, 3 diplomacy, 3 attack, or 3 shields. We are next to this guy. And you know what? We might be able to take him right out of the picture, which would be awesome. If we discard 1 other card, we could discard the diplomacy, which is not going to do us any good. And we power the purple. Discard another card from your hand to gain move 5, diplomacy 5, attack 5, or shields 5. But we have a shields 5 here, which we can block easily. What do we have for attack? Oh man, we have nothing. We need 5 attack. This would give us 3, and then 2 sideways, 4, 5. But then we won't be able to explore. But that might be okay. And we have a white token, so we can... All right, let me think about this, and we'll come back. I think we can take out this biogenic ship. I'm pretty sure. All right, so I do believe we can take this guy out with 2 cards. We do have our white token that we got from ending our turn on the little repair facility. What was that called? The dry dock. I also forgot we have this token, and we should use it because it's once a round, and our round is rapidly coming to an end. When you flip this over, which we'll do, we'll use it. We get a red token to our inventory, which is awesome. That'll come in handy for other turns. And we get a black mana token. So we get a red data crystal to our inventory. We get a black token to be used right now, but we're not going to be able to use it. It'll go away at the end of the turn, but that's fine. All right, we have this white, which is a wild. We have a purple, a yellow, and a blue in inventory in the data pile. So let's see, how can we take out this little pesky Romulan ship? Now, it's got an attack of 3, but a biogenic weapon means if any of this attack gets through our shields, we take 2 damage instead of 1. It's a double damage. It has a defense of 5. And I think with 2 cards, we can get rid of that pretty easily. So what we're going to do is, first up, so we can't do long-range attack. There's no way we can do it, but we can block its attack with shields 5. So we're going to use the red... Oh no, we're going to use our white as a red on here to give us shields 5. That blocks all of the incoming damage 3, so we do not take any damage. And now we have to come up with 5 attack, and we can just do it with improvise because we have one of these purple dice in the pool, and we're going to power this card up with the purple dice as our 1 die we can use out of the pool this time. Discard another card from your hand to gain move 5, diplomacy 5, attack 5, or shields 5. So we will have to discard one of our 2 hands, and I don't think it's really going to matter. I guess we'll discard our diplomacy card. Again, we're running out of time here on this turn anyway. That will then give us attack 5, and that's all we need to destroy this Romulan. It's going to give us 3 experience points, and our diplomacy or will go up 1. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, I think, right now. Alright, it's not going to level us up, but we will get 3 experience for that. I should keep a running pile of everything we get rid of over here. So 3 experience, 1, 2, 3, we're up to 6, and yes, our influence or diplomacy goes up 1, so now we're at +1. So when we go to recruit at a star base, any of our characters, we get a +1 diplomacy to do it. These numbers do not matter for away team diplomacy though, but they do matter for recruiting crew members to your ship, and we can have 1 crew member on our ship right now. We have nobody because we can't seem to find a star base anywhere. Okay, that's the end of our turn, and then we're going to be going to the dummy player. Alright, so for the end of the turn, we will be, of course, getting rid of that one. And we've ended our turn here, but I think, I'm not sure how that's going to work now. So we will lose the black token. We have to re-roll this one. And we get a wild. Oh, but we're going to have to re-roll everything anyway for a new turn. We discard this card, and we discard this card, and now we go to the dummy player. Basically, the dummy player has no cards, so the dummy player will declare end of turn, which means we have 1 turn left for this round. So let's get to our final turn. And I don't really see what we can do. We can power this up, take 1 data die from the core and set it to any color except white. Gain 2 data tokens of that color. Do a re-roll this die when you... Yeah, so you may use 1 additional data. We're basically just going to say, you know what, we're not doing anything. We don't even have 2. If we had 2 cards left, we could do an explorer. We can't. So basically, end of turn, we're discarding that. And now we have to do all of our end of turn activities. So let's start by rolling our dice, because this will be for the next turn. Now we need to have at least half of them have to be just basic colors. So we know how that works. And we get basic color. No, these are 2 wilds, so we have to re-roll those. Remember, half of them have to be basic colors. All right, there we go. Oh, that's nice. We have a red, blue, and a white data crystal in our core for round 2. All right, I'm going to change our die here to round 2 so I don't forget. And now there's a bunch of stuff we need to do for end of turn. So let's go ahead and figure that out. The first thing we're going to do is we take the last card in the deck here for the, what are these called? I forget what these are called. Advanced? No, these are not the advanced actions. These are, anyway, I forget what they're called, but we take the last one. That's a blue one. Goes on the bottom of the deck. The other 2 are going to slide over, and we're going to add 1 more in. And because it was a blue card, we will add 1 blue crystal now to the dummy player. So what we do is we add another blue crystal to the dummy player, so now they have 2. So if a blue card comes up after 3, we're going to have to do 2 extra cards. And what do we do with the dummy player deck? Well, there's something else we have to do as well. Alright, the advanced option order, we take the last card. This goes into the dummy player's deck, so they get 1 extra card. These then will slide down, and we end up getting another card in there, which is flexibility. Ooh, I like that one. That's pretty awesome. There we go. And then we will shuffle up the dummy player's deck, I believe. So we'll do that and get that set up. Alright, so we just take all the cards from the dummy player and we're just going to give it a shuffle on screen, which of course is the best way to do this. It doesn't really matter. Oh, pardon me. Fighting off cold. It's nasty. Alright, there we go. So shuffled up. That will be our dummy hand for round 2. Now remember, we have 6 rounds to find the 2 board cubes and defeat them. If we don't do it in 6 rounds, we're done. Oh, and we also have to recycle the character offers as well. That's the other thing we have to do is these 3 are no longer available. They go to the bottom of the deck, and we take the next 3. So the first one we have Rika. So we lost Worf, we got Riker, we have Murak, and the last one in our offer now we have Tereth. And let's see, what do we got? 7, 7, and 6. Ooh! And if we had already gotten to a core tile, we would start getting some of these yellow or gold cards, but we're not there yet, so we just get the basic characters. And, oh, I should see, this is, oh, Class M planet. Darn it. So we can get Riker at a Class M planet or a Dominion starbase. Class M planet for Murak, and Romulan starbase for Tereth. Okay, well, there's that. Okay, I think that's everything. Of course, we have to get our hand set up as well. Alright, I think I'm just going to end off by shuffling up our hand of cards. Of course, we've got a couple extra cards in here now, so that's gives us a little bit more flexibility. And we will flip this back over because this is once per round. Can't forget that. It's pretty important. It gives us a red crystal, which you can see here, and a black one. Black ones generally do the I forget what those are called. I guess can't remember. But anyway, a lot of those really powerful cards use a basic color plus a black mana color. So if we ever get some of those advanced, really powerful cards, we can use this token to get us a black mana token. Alright, shuffled up. Good enough. I don't think I've missed anything so far. So we're currently at a +1 on our diplomacy scale. We're starting round 2 and we come back tomorrow. We're doing pretty horribly. We only have 6 experience in the entire first round. Alright, we're going to zoom out. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. 2 more things to remember here. So one thing is, yes, we started our very final turn here at the dry dock, which should have given us a white crystal, but we couldn't use it anyway. Or not a white crystal, sorry. Crystals and tokens are different. We get a white token, couldn't use it, it goes away. We do have one Class M planet out here, though, and so we do take the top of the advanced orders deck, and this will be available at a Class M planet for 6 diplomacy. And we have Engineering Breakthrough. Discarding number of action cards. Draw one, then. Ooh. Cool. Alright, so this is available for 6 diplomacy at a Class M planet. Alright, I think that's it. So now, I think I got everything. I hope so. I'm only doing these videos every couple of days, 2 or 3 days, to try and catch everything, because it's a somewhat complicated game. Alright, let's zoom down and wrap it up. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. So thanks so much for watching along. Appreciate it. Helps out my channel. This is Star Trek Frontiers. We are doing the solo Conquest with Martok and his IKS NEGH'VAR. And yes, when we come back tomorrow, or not tomorrow, a couple days from now, 2 or 3 days, we get to pick one of these 4 cards. And then randomly, the dummy player will just pick another one. Alright, so far we have explored only 1 tile. Wow. That's not the best. We've taken out a couple Romulans though, so that's good. But we need to do a lot more. So maybe in round 2 we'll get cooking a little bit more of gas. So thanks so much. I hope to see you next time for the continuation Star Trek Frontiers Solo Conquest with the IKS NEGH'VAR.